Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises and glory and fear to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Shalom to the apostles, the elders. Double honors to them. Double honors to um, the elect, the 144,000 men. Shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that take heed and believe that dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. I want to go into some content that is being hidden by Esau because Esau doesn't want the world to see his kingdom falling, and the ways of this generation fall because the Lord is coming, visiting this place, um, um, mainly with nuclear power and fire, which is the modern day arrows, and just gonna put a small clip here so brother can see. Of basically Lebanon explosion infrared video where you can see the arrow hitting the spot before the big explosion happened. Because before that big explosion, which is like fire and smoke, and there's a lot of chemicals and radioactive chemicals, but that arrow, that nuclear missile, was targeted to that spot to even blow up the whole place and the whole port.
Right. And they showed you that in The Simpsons too. Brother sent a video basically how The Simpsons predicted it. So this is all their mediums and their spells and witchcraft they're using to control the masses, to deceive them, to play with their minds, make them afraid of what they're doing.
Gone. So precept Psalm 7 and instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors.
The persecutors, hey man, they living by the sword with these arrows. They deceiving the people. We stand with Lebanon. They don't stand with Lebanon. They stand with Israel. And most likely it was them Israelis, man, them Amalekites. All right, and that's why they're gonna be destroyed, man. The violence of Lebanon, shame shall cover them. So shame is covering these Edomites, man.
That's right.
I was telling the brother. I was telling the brother. I was just was that Simpsons one or
the arrow
same one. Yeah, I was telling the brother, man, I was doing a video last night. It wouldn't save. I accidentally deleted it. Demons messing with me. Next day I try to redo the video. It saves, and that's to get you mad. But guess what? You have to glory in the infirmities. Praise Lord in the fires. We're in the furnace of affliction, man. We're being persecuted, and we're being persecuted. And matter of fact, give me 1 Corinthians. Corinthians 11:32, both shot. 1 Corinthians 11:32.
1 Corinthians 11 verse 32. Hooray.
13 and 12. Yeah, bring that one out first, then we'll go to the other one.
1 Corinthians 13 verse 12. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I.
14 and 12.
14 and 12?
Yep.
1 Corinthians 14 and 12. Even so, yea, for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, seek that ye may excel to the edifying of the church.
Right. And we need to edify them of what's really going on behind the scenes. Because if you listen to Esau and his medium, his news, he could be telling you, oh, we're getting the vaccine. It's a good thing. Everyone's going to get it. No, we're telling you not to get it, man. And then jump to 1 Corinthians 11 and 32. That's the main one. 1 Corinthians
1
11,
Corinthians
32.
11, verse 32.
Yep.
But when we are, that we should not be condemned with the world.
Right. The world's about to be condemned with 200,000 thousands of these missiles, man. Once they really truly begin to be shot at the ends of the earth. And Russia just came out with an article saying if they see any incoming missile, whatever, they're gonna take it as nuclear and they're gonna respond to it right away. Now jump to Deuteronomy 32 and 42. Oh, you got another precept? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Listen.
Deuteronomy 32 and 42. Deuteronomy 32 and 42. And when I get in that, I'm gonna grab this. This is Isaiah 5 and verse 24. It says, "Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel." And everyone despises the law of the Lord, man. These words that we speak, they despise His word, they despise His men. That's why we're hated. We're looked at as weird, oppressed. We're rejected. Women reject us even because we have a different spirit than these niggas. You know, we don't worship them. It says, "Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against His people." And that's where judgment's going first. Among them none shall slumber nor sleep, neither shall the girdle of their loins be loose, nor the latch of their shoes be broken, whose arrows are
Captives from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy.
The beginning of revenge is upon the enemy. So at that time, the beginning of the revenge is upon the enemy. Esau is the end of the world, Jesus is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah, the judgment going to begin at the house of the Lord. But guess what? We're like read out in 1 Corinthians 11:32. When we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord that we should not be condemned with the world. So this world is about to be condemned, man. But the Lord's with us as a mighty and terrible one. That's why your brothers looking at chariots in the heavens from Chicago and New York. All right, saying Brak the Yahweh, call all Yahweh Bashim Shai, because the Lord's with us. He's showing us. Don't look back. Remember Lot's wife. Forget this world. Matter of fact, give me Hebrews, the 11th chapter. You got a precept? Go and bring your precept out. Go ahead.
Hebrews.
Yeah, Hebrews 11 in verse 32. No, by faith Noah. Get verse 7. Hebrews 11 and 7.
Hebrews 11 verse 7.
Yep.
By faith Noah.
Right, faith is the evidence of things you can't see. We know that it's evident that the Lord exists and the angels exist and they're around us, man. That's why the Lord might keep away from a woman or might not let you deal with a woman because He doesn't want to deal with that woman because that woman's going to destroy you. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So you being alone a lot and being by yourself and you know, because this walk is kind of lonely, it's for your better, man, to keep away from the world. The world's going to die and perish together, man. Have AIDS and chlamydia and, you know, children out of wedlock and all this child spoils wickedness. But you will have peace. You will have rest in your ear saying, nigga, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
Oh.
See, you are something. You're Lord, you said, He's going to make man more precious than fine gold, man. So He's going to keep. keep you away from all the wicked out here. Go ahead.
Right. Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to have to the saving of his house. By the which he condemned the world.
See, and that's what we're doing. We're moving with fear and with faith, preparing this ark, preparing ourselves for the battle. Our ark, our temple being our own selves, our body, our flesh, which our spirit
Right.
dwells within our soul. That Lord said, in your patience possess your souls.
Right.
And I was watching this movie called Waiting for the Barbarians. You gotta check it out, bro. Waiting for the Barbarians. And it's starring Johnny Depp, came out in 2019. But basically this is what he said about the truth. He said, thing about lies and trying to like investigate and interrogate people to get the truth out of them is what? Patience and pressure. You gotta give it patience, and you gotta apply pressure. All right, so
Right.
you're gonna give him patience, you're gonna hear more lies. Apply the pressure, right? And then you're gonna get more lies, more patience, more pressures, more lies, and eventually something.
Salakia.
Oh, it's still running.
What was it again?
Hebrews 11:7.
Hebrews 11:7.
Yeah, that's another. Hey, brothers, I don't know if this is gonna be. Hey, Lord said, prophesy to the wind, man. You're being persecuted, man, on all sides, on all ends. What's the basically what's our saying right now? No retreat, no surrender. Keep on pushing forward, man.
That's right.
If a video doesn't save, guess what? Do it over. Do it again. Hit him with it again. Right.
Right. Get back on your feet. Yeah. Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepare an ark to the saving of his house.
Right. Condemn the world, man. The saving of his house. You see, so Lord, we're gonna save ourselves and them that hear us. You see. Now jump back to Deuteronomy 32. I'm gonna get it. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 44, and you can get your piece. Deuteronomy 32 and verse. Let me start verse 4 because Matthew 10:34. It says, "For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wear my glittering sword in my hand to hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and reward them that hate me." We just jumped down to verse 43. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people. But he will avenge the blood of his servants and will render vengeance to his adversaries and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. And that land is the 1/3. But 2/3 of the land is going to be cut off and die, which the land is talking about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So Jerusalem is scattered right now throughout the world. All right. And basically the land that 2/3 are, the land's going to open up and swallow them up like I think it was the dam in Numbers, like against Moses and Aaron.
Jeremiah 50 and 9.
Yeah. Beautiful precept.
Let's see. Jeremiah 50 and 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Jeremiah 59.
Salakia. 50 and 9. Yeah. There we go. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Right, so it's not going to return empty. When you read Isaiah 15:11, right? It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, from the Lord's mouth of his prophets, his men and servants, it shall not return unto him void. What did the Lord say? That the slain of the Lord shall be many at that day. So the Lord's just getting warmed up. Like 100+ people have been confirmed dead from that bomb. There was a landslide just recently in India. I did a video on it. But the Lord's starting to ramp this thing up, man. All right, this is Ezekiel 39:3. And I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thine arrows to fall thy right hand. Okay, so the Lord's in control. Really, these weapons of war, these arrows, these missiles, are created and controlled by the Lord. You see, when you go to jump to verse 14 in that. Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 51:11, because it goes into Deuteronomy 32. A precept for that, Jeremiah 51:11. And I'm gonna get this precept because no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise up against us in judgment, we're gonna condemn. So just like we read earlier in Hebrews 11:7, Noah moved with faith, the saving of his household, and condemned the world. We're condemning this world, but we're saving ourselves and those that hear us and love us, man, and love the Lord as we do. That in the same way, all right, counsel will us, right?
Jeremiah 51:11.
So,
make bright the arrows.
Right, and we read in Deuteronomy 32 where the Lord is going what? He's gonna make bright his glittering sword, man. And that's how the Lord sword. See, right?
Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Right, the Medes, like the Russians, the Chinese, that land right there. All right, and you had protests in Lebanon that yesterday, and they had a noose around the leader of Lebanon, and they had a noose around the leader of Iran. It was Ayatollah or Hezbollah, basically saying that there must be a justice because of this, because they know who it was, man. It was like 9/11 was Esau, and that's proof. Unavailable, they took it down, man. See, the gates of like going to the truth, and all we're from this tower, we're looking down, and we're able to see these videos before they even see them down. Every sound of Trump saying COVID-19 was bullshit, man.
So Jeremiah 51:11.
Nice.
Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it.
To destroy it. All right. Babylon the Great. See? Mystery Babylon. It's a mystery to the world. Unto us it's revealed. The secrets is to his servants and prophets. Right?
Because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Vengeance of his temple.
But the temple of the Lord is with men. The temple of the Lord is the nation of Israel. All right, that's the Lord's temple in his last days. The Lord said he doesn't dwell in temples made with hands. So he's about to destroy Babylon the Great, which is America, man, from sea to shining sea. All right,
Let
and if
me-
you ain't
yeah,
with it, you're gonna be
that's
destroyed
right.
with it. Go ahead.
Let me bring out the last two precepts.
Sure.
Well, the leftover of Jeremiah 51. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen,
That's right.
prepare the ambushes, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spoke against the inhabitants of Babylon.
Woo! Now jump to Isaiah 15:11, man.
15:11.
Isaiah 15:11. So look, man, make the watch strong. So we're strong watching what's going on, man. Reporting live, man. Reporting now. Reporting then. Reporting at all
Breaking
times of the
news.
day. Breaking news, man. Isaiah 55.
It's underground news, bro.
Matter of fact, jump to 55:11. That's the one right there. 55:11.
Isaiah 55 verse 11.
Yeah.
So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Start verse Yeah, just get that 11.
Yeah. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it.
Right, he sent it. He sent it, man. It's been sent out. The word apostle means sent away. Matter of fact, jump to
Let me bring this up first.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 51:13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters.
Right, upon many waters. Now when you go to Revelation 17, which I'll get, what's that waters? The nations, the peoples, and tongues. They call this place what? The melting pot, the great melting pot. Right. Come on, man. The writing's on the wall, and if you can't see this, then the Lord has blinded your ass, man. He don't want to say he want to destroy you. Revelation 17 and verse 15. It says, and he saith, let me start verse 14, because they're waging war on us, man. We're in a high level spiritual warfare, and we're being attacked right now, man. We're being persecuted, we're being defamed, right? We're being evil spoken of, right? Falsely accused of things, right? It says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings. You know, they have this so Beyonce Black is King. No, Yahweh Shai is King, man.
Right.
It says, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. You see? And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. You see? So read that precept again, the one you just read, 13.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters.
Upon many waters. Babylon the Great, which ancient Babylon, which was in the land of Iraq, okay, it wasn't upon many waters. It was land of the east. They weren't even compassed with waters. They were compassed with land. But America sits on what? On the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. No other South America is a part of America. No other body of a continent does that except for America's. Right?
Abundant in treasures, thy end is come.
Woo! Thy end is come, man. This is what makes us joyful, man. Man, once we get delivered from this place, man, I'm gonna cry tears. I haven't cried since I came to this truth, man. I've been so numb to the bullshit and the pain and wickedness out here, man. Read that again, bro. That was beautiful, bro. I love this, man.
Verse 13.
And if you don't love this, something wrong with you, man.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come, and the letter of thy covetousness.
Of that covetousness. And what they covet after? Our blessing, our birthright. Right. Oh, we're Jewish. No, you're not Jewish, man. You wish you was. You ain't never gonna be though, man. You can't walk in our shoes, man, and go what we go through, man. Our poverty, our oppression, us not being able to be who we truly are, being hated. Esau go to the Tobin Bridge and jump off it, man. Give me a second, I'm gonna get this real quick. You got more? I got this.
The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And that's us, right?
Wait, read that again? No, that's going to the heathen nations, the heathen's army.
It says, the Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
Right, that's going to the heathen nations, man. They're shouting against the horde. Death to America.
Okay.
Death to America. You know, and that the word caterpillars goes into their tanks and their military arsenal. That's why they're being deployed all across the world. When you go to 2 Ezra 15, it says that. They shall come up as caterpillars, you know. They shall come in many chariots. Those are all them tanks and nuclear missiles and defense systems. Give me Psalms 144 and 6. Start verse 1, because I love that, man. We at war right now. Lord's teaching our hands to war and fight, man. Be wise, serpent, harmless as a dove. Don't take no shit from no man, man. Never trust your enemy. You know.
Psalms 144:1.
Fuck these heathens, man.
Blessed be the
fuck
Lord.
Their life, fuck their life and their families, man.
That's
Definitely.
right. That's right. Psalms 144:1. Blessed be the Lord by strength, my fingers to fight. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and fingers to fight.
Right, and we're in a spiritual war, man. We're not in a carnal war. That's why we're not taking up arms like Esau. That's his vibration. That's his blessing. That's his birthright, not ours. You live by sword, you die by it. Our sword is spiritual. The sword of the spirit, which is the word. Give me Psalm 44 and verse 6.
Verse 6. Cast forth lightning and scatter them. Shoot out thy arrows and destroy them.
Right, shoot out thy arrows and destroy them. That's the counsel of the Lord. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we're fighting right now. We're fighting spiritually, pulling out Esau's heel out of powership, out of rulership. You know, because how does kings and rulers reign? By the Lord. Give me Proverbs. You got a precept? Go ahead. Bring out your precept. Proverbs 8 and 14, because the counsel of the heathen is coming to naught. All right. It says, counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. By me is decreed justice. But when you guys point 1, the Lord said what? By the prophet Isaiah. He said what? Come down and sit in the dust. There is no more throne, O daughter of Edom, O daughter of Babylon, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, because this is mad arrows, man. All right, this is the quiver, and all the arrows from all the nations are gonna come here, man. From NATO, Germany, yeah, bro, this place is done, man. Lord, like we read in Psalms 144 and 6, Lord is scattering them and dividing them, man. All right, their kingdom is divided and cannot stand. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. You gotta be seeking the Lord while he may be found. The days are coming when you're not gonna be able to find the Lord no more, man. He's gonna take us off the highways and byways. He's gonna take us off the internet. You're fearing the word, and then it's gonna be you and what you've been getting yourself prepared for, man. All right. Have you been preparing yourself in the spirit? You've been preparing yourself in the flesh. If you live in the flesh, you're gonna die in the flesh, man. It says that in Romans 8. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 5 and Beautiful. 16, because the thing is, where that missile hit in Babylon, right? And there's other explosions going on in the world, like China and whatnot. But the main one is Lebanon. That's one in mainstream right now. And thing is, that place, it was full of medicine and grain, you know, which is like 80% of the resource of the whole country. So they say. So this is Ezekiel 5 and 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will break your staff of bread. So I will send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So the Lord is coming to destroy and bring the sword.
I got the article right here. I'm just gonna read to brothers. I'm gonna get a couple articles real quick. One from the Fox News, one from the Telegraph. Okay. All right. Deadly Beirut blast wiped out 85% of grain silos. Domestic production of wheat only covers 10% of the Middle Eastern country's demand. About 85% of grain silos in Lebanon's capital city of Beirut have reportedly been destroyed after a massive explosion Tuesday that killed at least 100 people and wounded thousands more. All right, the blast of the city's port, which manages 60% of all imports for the country, left Beirut's largest grain elevator severely on the grain terminal. All right, and this is another article going into the numbers of it. So this, hey, man should not live off bread alone. So the word of the Lord, man, is true. How things come to pass, man. All right, from the loading. If you want to get your another jump. Let's go down real quick.
So Jeremiah 15, put yourself in array against Babylon round about, and yea, that bend that bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord.
Right. Once the nations finally shoot their arrows, then as they're coming over here, the Lord will deliver us from that pestilence, from that ultimate judgment, that condemnation of the world, because they have denied the light and chosen darkness. This is the condemnation, that men love darkness rather than light, and that's why they take our videos. Man. So you all are murderers and whoremongers, wicked ass people out here, man. That's why our Lord's getting ready to do what He do.
So Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
And then jump to Habakkuk 2 and 17. This is why they're gonna be shot with arrows, man, in America.
So the Lord is only dealing with Israel, the Israelites, not those that are in Israel today, because
they're false, they're fake,
they're false. Yeah.
They're singer of Satan.
What was that again?
A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. They're bastards. They were without the father. They are the father of the devil. Habakkuk 2 and 17. All right, so here's another one from the Telegraph. Says Beirut explosions, 300,000 homeless, 135 dead, and food stocks destroyed. You see what I'm saying, man? So this is just an omen, a sign of what's to come. And we're praising the Lord in the fires, man. Go ahead.
Habakkuk 2 verse 17. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee.
See, the violence of Lebanon is going to cover what? Esau. Because when you read a little bit up, it says the soul that is in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Who the just? The Israelites. The ones that have the soul not upright in them is Esau. Look at him, man. Look how they act. Look what they do. And they say, they wipe their hands and say, I love no wickedness. I'm pure. I'm a child of God too. He died with my eyes out for all the hell, no, man. Job disdained even set the dogs of his flock next to you, man, because you raped them, man. But we're the crazy ones, right? That's just how the story goes, man. Go ahead.
Verse 17. The violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts, which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Right, so them arrows are going to cover them, man. You get what you give, and they've been given a lot of wickedness. When you read Revelation 13:13, see, the brother just showed you the footage of the infrared lights to show you the arrow. They brought the arrow on him, man. Revelation 13:13. There's nothing new on the sun. This is what they've been doing, man, because it's in the power of the hand to do it.
Revelation 13 verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Right, that's their media, their imagery, man. The image of the beast. See, they said, oh, it was just an explosion. No, it was an arrow. It was a missile that came out of the sky. You could hear when you watch that footage, you can hear the like, see that spirit fighter jets. You hear them? You could hear that in the sky.
Right.
I'll get this real quick.
Let me finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by its sword and did live.
You see that crew in heaven worship, that Tupac?
Yeah.
What do you say? Tupac say a mother to make one. Man, the hell, man. Demonic, man. Habakkuk 3 in verse. I'm sorry, verse 16 says, when I heard, my belly trembled. All right, the report of the Lord, the news with the forecast. It's the forecast. And we probably close out soon because I can't. It says, my lips quivered at the voice. Rawness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself. That's why I'm seeking out our salvation with fear and trembling. It says that I might rest in the day of trouble, which Jacob's trouble is at hand. All right, and what I say, I might rest in the day of trouble. Give me Psalms 21. No. Psalm 58 and 1. Psalm 58 and 1. Because when you go to Hebrews says, let us labor so that we can enter into that rest. What's that rest? That everlasting rest of our Lord. All right, it says, when he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops, and a part of his troops is these arrows. When you go to Joel 2, all right, Joel 2, and this ain't for a carnal man. A carnal man's going to talk and mock and not have no faith. Joel 2, it says part of the Lord's troop is these arrows, man, the Lord's army. Give me Jeremiah 15:14. Is it
What was it?
Jeremiah 15:14? Or it's yeah,
Jeremiah
15:25. Saki 50 and verse 25.
Jeremiah 50 verse 25.
Yes, sir. This is what was I? Joel 2. Yep. Real quick, let me just get this out.
Yep.
Then when I'm just back up my point here. How the arrows are his troops as well. We're at the end, man. Joel 2 in verse 1 says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm. In my holy mountain, let all the house of land tremble. For the day of Yahweh cometh, for his nigh at hand." All right, verse 4 says, "The appearance of them is the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. As strong people set in battle array." All right, which these people are the arrows, man. "They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb like the wall, like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks." Meaning they're not gonna like go into another one, they're gonna go straight to where they're going. Like as an expert man, Lord's gonna have a spirit upon these missiles, man. Look at on a shirt, death. Everything's just death here, man. You can't make this up, man. You really can't make this truth up. The spirit just shows you right in your face, like, look at this is what it is. This is who this person is. This is it says, yeah, it says, none, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. You see? Now, this is Habakkuk 3 in verse 17. It says, "Although the fig tree shall not blossom," right? Famine. "Neither shall fruit be in the vines, in the storehouses. The labor of the olive shall fail." The workers that give you the food to your body eat shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Yet I will rejoice in the Lord, I will joy in the God of my salvation. You see? So that's what we're rejoicing in. He's going to save us from famine, man. When you go to Job 5, he shall deliver thee from 6 troubles, from the 7th. No evil shall touch thee. From famine, from the sword, from war. Right, Doc?
What verse?
Jeremiah 15:25.
Jeremiah 50 verse 25.
Yes, sir.
The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
His righteous anger, which we have righteous anger. We hate them that hate the Lord. We're angry every day. Let's just say that the and Lord backs for the physical communication of the wicked. You know, surely oppression makes a wise man mad. That's why Lord said, "Be angry, yeah, be angry, but sin not. Neither let the sun go down upon your wrath." Meaning, be a peacemaker, be at peace with many, but at the same time, be a warrior, man. You have to have that personal balance. You got closing precept.
This is the work of the Lord. Yeah, precept.
And nothing by any means is gonna stop the charge of the Lord. Like, just open the door. Open the door.
Isaiah 29 verse 17. Let's see. "It is not yet a very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest. And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out the obscurity and out of the darkness. The meek shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel." Yeah, that's it right there.
So it's a major sign of what's to come, man. Yeah, Lord brought destruction upon Lebanon, Beirut, but guess what? After destruction, what's gonna happen? The earth is gonna renew itself. It's gonna start over. There's gonna be a reset on a large scale. So the kingdom is coming, man, and that basically Lebanon all the way down to the coast of the parts of Egypt. That's what that house of David had rule over. It wasn't just that little land of Palestine. When the king of David, we had garrisons all throughout the land in our borders, man. We had our borders safe and secure, and that's what's happening, man. The house of David, you know. So that's a beautiful close off on that. With that, close off on that.
Yep, that. Just give all glory and praise and fear to
death to America.